Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Related Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Bybel, and I am so pumped for today's episode. You guys, I have been getting tons of incredible feedback over the last couple of weeks about how much you're all loving this season and really honing in on your coaching impact and really just learning life-changing skills as a human to better your life and to better the lives of the people around you. So everything that we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks, while is super impactful to learn as a coach, but as a human, you're going to be learning these tools to truly transform your own life first and foremost. So for me as a mom, it is so important to learn things so that I can, stay fresh and on top of things and continue to master my own mindset, dismantle beliefs and any disempowering habits or any self-sabotage so that I can be the best version of myself. So I can be the best version of myself for my kids and everybody else around me. So today we're going to be talking about the 6 principles of success. In neurolinguistic programming, we refer to something as the 6 principles of success, which is a set of principles that can be valuable for coaches because essentially what they do is they provide a really amazing framework for understanding and facilitating personal and professional growth and transformation in people all around you. First and foremost, yourself, and then obviously with your clients and your friends, your family, your community. So there's some really awesome principles that we're going to be talking to today. And the first one is really understanding the outcome orientation as a coach and learning why it's essential to help your clients define clear and specific outcomes or goals that they want to achieve when working with you. So essentially what this does is it encourages coaches to assist their clients in setting really well-defined objectives, which then in turn will help your client to find a really powerful direction and motivation for the whole coaching process when you're working with them. Another thing we're going to be talking about today is sensory acuity. And essentially what this does is involves paying really close attention to verbal and non-verbal communication, such as body language, tonality, choices of words that people use, because words carry so much meaning. So coaches who develop strong sensory acuity will ultimately better understand their clients' emotional states and thought patterns, allowing them to provide an even more amazing experience in your transformational coaching sessions. The next thing that you're going to learn is essentially behavioral flexibility. So the more flexible that you are in your approach to techniques, then the more flexible your clients are going to be as they adapt to your coaching methods. The next thing you're going to learn about is something called rapport. So building rapport is essentially one of the foundations of building a relationship with your client. Now, traditionally, we think of rapport as liking someone or the sense of liking someone, but because only 7% of our communication is through the actual words that we say, you will learn how to subconsciously communicate with your clients. And this is something that I teach my students in really, really great detail in the coaching certification. You'll learn so many different tools and techniques so that you can create an even more incredible and trusting and transformational space for you and your clients. Another thing that we're going to be talking about today is clear and direct feedback, because feedback is a fundamental aspect of coaching. The NLP principle of feedback encourages you as a coach to provide constructive feedback that helps your clients recognize their progress in whatever area of life that you're working on them with. So this constructive feedback can be a really powerful tool for personal development. And then last but not least, we're going to be talking about the psychology of excellence. So this is a principle that emphasizes the importance of modeling excellence and being able to guide your clients to learn from individuals who've already achieved success. So we've covered this a little bit over the last couple of weeks as far as looking outwards for inspiration and understanding that if somebody else has already achieved something, then of course it is absolutely 100% possible for you too. So this will essentially involve studying the mindset and strategies and behaviors of successful people, and then being able to help your clients integrate these elements into their own lives. So with the 6 principles of success, you're going to learn this comprehensive framework for emphasizing the importance of goal setting and effective communication and accountability and trust building and feedback and learning from successful models. So learning how to apply these principles will help you help your clients in a really amazing way so that they can achieve their desired outcomes and personal growth so effectively. You are absolutely ready to create the most transformational and epic success stories inside of your coaching programs for your clients, then you are absolutely going to want to learn all about the 6 principles of success. The first principle of success is always knowing your outcome. So the truth is that so many people in society, in the world, know what they don't want, but they don't know what they do want. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about this all the freaking time. But when you focus on what you don't want, you're actually moving away from something, but there's no clear direction in where you're going to. So what's going to happen is you're going to just wander aimlessly, in circles and circles and circles without any purpose or any direction in where you're going. So when you focus on what you do want, you want to help them see or set the goal and see what they do want through what they will see, what they will hear, and what they will feel when they're working with you in their transformational coaching sessions. When you're working with your client, you're going to want them to get super specific with what the outcome is, because again, back to my metaphor of, having a destination in your GPS. If you don't have a destination in your GPS, you're just going to be in this looping cycle. Step number 2, or the second principle of success, is taking real action. So more often than not, people are not reaching their desired outcomes because they're not taking real life actual action. Okay. So this is one of the most important things that we talk about, is taking aligned action. Okay. Because if you're not taking action, you're not going to see any results. And the point is, if you start to take action, there's no such thing as failure. Okay. Because when you're taking action, you're getting information about the actions that you're taking. So you're learning whether it's working or if it's not working. So with this aligned actions, this is also going to, of course, support the overall outcome goal. So we're not just meditating and journaling all about the success that we desire to have in our life or how we want to be, what we want to feel. We're actually going to create a true plan of action. We're not just going to be thinking about what we want to achieve. So the real change and the real momentum comes from taking action towards the outcome and towards the goal that you desire. Okay. So if you want to think about embodying these principles, you want to think about where you are currently getting stuck. And if you're working with your client, you want to ask them, where are they currently getting stuck or distracted by their lack of action? Or maybe thinking about what needs to shift in order for them to actually take action or that aligned action towards their outcome. And the third principle of success is to pay attention to your results. So as you go about getting your goals or keeping track of your results consistently, you want to understand what is going on, okay? What results you're getting, or lack of results you're getting. So you want to think about with your clients too. If you're a huge fan of accountability, which I absolutely am, and I think this is a key component when you're working with a client, is having those accountability measures. You want to ask them, are you on the right track? Are you getting the results that you are desiring? Are these actions from step number 2 taking you closer to or further away from the outcome that you desire? So if you're getting closer to the outcome that you want to experience, you want to ask yourself, well, maybe what is going well? What is something that I can do again? What is something that I can do more of? And if you're getting further away from the result that you want, then maybe you want to keep asking yourself things like, what's keeping me stuck? What's holding me back? What do I need to let go of? What beliefs do I need to shift? What actions do I need to release? If you're getting further away from the goal that you desire, this again is not failure. It's simply feedback. And when you're getting feedback, this is not something that you want to take personally or develop a belief around or oh my gosh, I suck because I'm not getting the results that I want. Basically, this is information that you can use to know like these actions aren't working. So let's take a different action. Okay. Because if you keep taking the same actions over and over again, and you're expecting different results, that's just the definition of insanity. And we all know that. Something that I want you all to keep in mind too, when you're experiencing this, is that you want to make sure that you are not identifying with the results. Okay. So these are not an inclination or a definition of who you are as a person. These are just the results that you're getting as a result of your actions. Okay. So you want to think about how you can become the version of yourself that gets the outcome that you desire. And if you can start to embody those beliefs as well, because the actions are going to shift a little bit when you start to embody new beliefs. So when you're working with your clients, you want to notice if they're associating into their success or associating into their failure. Okay. So when your clients are experiencing anxiety or overwhelm or frustration or any sort of limiting negative emotion towards the outcome that they want, this is because they're projecting failure into the future of something that they haven't achieved yet, instead of projecting success into the future of something that they haven't achieved yet. You want to think about what is the way that they can take a look at their results objectively and then take actions based on that. Okay. The fourth principle of success is be willing to change. Be willing to change your behavior. So this is one of the fundamental tools or fundamental beliefs in neurolinguistic programming of coaching. This is something that you always want to remember. You can change your behavior at any time, and the person who is most flexible is going to control the system. So this is something that we call the law of requisite variety. So this really means that if your client's behaviors aren't getting them what they want, then it's time to change them. Okay. Or it's just simply time to change the view of the action and make it and take this reframe so that it's a new and aligned behavior associated with the identity that they're wanting to embody. With these thoughts, beliefs, and identities that are affecting their behavior, if you're going to shift into a new identity, their behaviors are going to also in turn shift. So as a coach, you know that what your client truly wants to do is serve and be the best version of yourself. So essentially, when they want to be that way, you can help them shift into a identity, knowing how to work with the subconscious mind so that the behaviors follow suit. So identity is something that is at the deepest level of the subconscious mind, and a behavior is something that is a conscious level of change. So if we're only changing our behavior, we're not shifting our identity. However, if you do vice versa, if you shift your identity, your behavior is going to shift to go along with that identity as well. If you are having trouble identifying the behaviors that your client is not releasing, you can ask them what behaviors they need to release and what behaviors they need to shift in order to create the reality that they desire. You can also ask them, based on the identity of the version of themselves that they want to be, what is something they're doing now that they no longer do when they've achieved the thing? The fifth principle of success is to focus on excellence. So excellence is so amazing to focus on because, first of all, we're not focusing on perfection. And I feel like there's so many people who wear perfectionism as like this badge of honor, but perfection doesn't exist. So it is actually the lowest standard that you can strive for. But instead, I want you to focus on excellence. So when you focus on excellence, this is all about being the best version of yourself on that day. So if you have beliefs like you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're not skinny enough, or not smart enough, or you don't have enough followers, or yada, 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 then when you interact with the world, you're actually going to only be looking for examples that support those beliefs. So that sucks, right? So imagine the kind of energy that puts out there into the world. If you are literally embodied in all of these negative beliefs, imagine who you're attracting into your life that way. And as a coach, it's so important to focus on the excellence as well, because it is so amazing to focus on how far you're coming, how far you've already gone, how amazing you're going to be on that exact day. So the beautiful thing about excellence is that it's really subjective, right? So the idea that you get get to define excellence and define success and define all of these beautiful things at every single level of your journey. You get to think about what it looks like for you and commit to always being better than you were before. So we're not looking to be better than anyone else or looking to, make this into a competition or anything. You want to always just outdo yourself. So if you want to think about how you can embody excellence every single day, you can ask yourself every morning, what does excellence look like for me today? What is my definition of excellence today? Not compared to anyone else in my life, not compared to anything else, but what does it mean for me today? And what would it look like if I were to embody excellence on a daily basis? How would this support me in creating my desired reality? And last but not least, the sixth principle of success is to live life with gratitude and integrity. So if I haven't said this enough in all of my episodes, then let me say it again. Okay. So gratitude speaks volumes. Like, it literally is the law of attraction and manifestation in a freaking nutshell. Okay. So gratitude will literally activate that magnetic energy so that you can continue to attract all the things that you want in this life into your life. And that's the point of this, right? It is the point. That is why you're listening to this, because you're probably on your journey of elevating or starting or kickstarting or whatever your coaching business and feeling grateful for what you already have. And being in integrity is a foundational aspect of being a coach. Okay. Because when you live your life with gratitude and bliss and joy and all of the things, you're going to activate the law of attraction. You're going to manifest what you do want, and you're going to start attracting all of the people into your life and magnetize those dream clients into your space literally in an instant. So when you feel lack, you attract lack. And that's literally the most unmistakable gross energy that you may or may not realize that you're showing up in. And that's why you're repelling people. Okay. So you want to feel into the gratitude of everything that you've already achieved, all the beauty that there is into life that you've had up until this point. So you really want to feel it, like feel into it, because gratitude is one of those things that you can't see, right? So you want to really feel into all the things that you're grateful for. And if you're not already grateful for all of the incredible things that you have in your life right now, do you think that the universe is going to grace you with even more amazing goodness? Probably not. So if you're focusing on what you don't already have in your life, then you're going to start to perpetuate these beliefs and cycles of comparisonitis and what you don't have already. And this is literally going to be reflected into your external reality if it isn't already. But when you focus on grows, and it is just so beautiful when you're literally in the energy of giving and gratitude and all of those amazing things that you want to create. Like, imagine what your life will be like when you're focused on the gratitude and the grace and all of the things. It's like instant things of juicy goodness. So I want you to think about today some of the things that you're grateful for. And I'm not talking just like I'm grateful for my cat, or I'm grateful for my mom, or I'm grateful I woke up this morning. You want to think about really, what are you grateful for? Like, when you connect to the reasons why you're grateful for something, or how amazing it feels to have that thing in your life, it just hits different. Okay. So I can say something like, I'm grateful for my mom, or I can say something like, I'm grateful for my mom because she's my biggest supporter. She always shows up for me. It's hashtagging proud mama on every single one of my Instagram posts. She shows up to every single one of my live videos. She supports me no matter what. And that just puts a smile on my face, right? Because you're speaking about the exact thing that you're grateful for. And like, what's better than that? So with these 6 principles of success, this is your foolproof way to help your clients experience success how they want to be experiencing it. They will 1000% start to achieve their outcomes, feel more motivated, take those actions, and really understand that when they focus on gratitude and integrity and excellence, that they're going to reap the rewards, and they're going to start to experience that momentum in their life, the reason why they're coming to work with you to begin with. So as a coach, it's always important to practice what you preach. So utilize these 6 principles of success inside of your life, inside of your practice. And I'd love to hear how it goes for you. So That was today's episode, focused on the 6 principles of success, one of the foundational tools of neurolinguistic programming, and one of the foundational tools of life and success coaching. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go ahead and register for my 3-day free challenge, the Magnetic Coach Challenge. The link is in the description box below. And we are now opening up enrollment for the Inner Beauty Bible, Sparkle System, Multimodality Life and Success Coaching Certification, where we are internationally recognized and accredited through 3 boards. So this is literally the gold standard of coaching with the ICF, the gold standard of neurolinguistic programming with the IBCP, and the gold standard of coaching with the INEA. These are 3 boards that you will absolutely want to be associated with when you become a certified coach. So as someone who is a coach, live your life with gratitude, live your life with integrity, start to hone in on your craft and really start to refine your coaching skills so you can truly support your clients. We are now accepting applications, so go ahead and apply below. You can also schedule a free 15-minute clarity call so you can decide which one of the Inner Beauty Bible programs are best suited for you and your goals. So everybody, thank you again so much for listening to today's episode. I am so grateful for each and every one of you because you help me stay on top of all of this stuff. You give me a smile on my face. I love getting all of your messages, and always remember that no one is you. You are the only you, and that is your freaking superpower. So I hope you all have the most beautiful day ever. I will talk to you all soon, and I will see you here next week. Bye, everybody.